Welcome back, ladies, blokes, and MB folks, to Brownlow Books. I recently read a nonfiction book, and honestly, I think it found me at exactly the right time that I needed it. I think it was published in 2021. It's been on my shelves since probably 2022, early 2022 maybe, and I picked it up, and it was the exact right book that I needed at that exact moment in time, and isn't it fucking delightful when that happens? So, I read Read Dangerously, The Subversive Power of Literature in Troubled Times by Azar Nafisi, who you will recognize as the author, you can't see that, as the author of Reading Lolita and Turan, which honestly I have not read yet. It's over there. But eventually. So yeah, same author. It is written as a series of letters addressed to her deceased father about troubling times. She started in 2016. It goes all the way to 2020. Yes. So each chapter is an individual letter that focuses on one or a couple authors that she has read, that she is kind of like thinking about dissecting, that she thinks her father would have enjoyed, that like all these different things that would have been great. Her father was, kind of a dissident in Iran, and so he had been jailed, and he's standing up for what he believes in, and so like they have that kind of like connection of literature as resistance. So she does draw on her experiences as a woman in an Islamic country and then as a woman in America. She talks as both a book lover and as a literature professor. So you kind of get like the all aspects of it of like comparison, right? So as I said, she does use literature as resistance. And so it's kind of a resistance against tyrants, but like also like the tyrant within that can happen, and how reading can sort of remind us of our humanity, which we all fucking need. But like that very much made me think of hi Pepper. That very much made me think of like summer 2020 when everyone started finally reading Black authors, and if you're Canadian, summer 2021 when we started reading Indigenous authors more, and it kind of like I had that thought connection together of just like, yeah, like how many people were suddenly like, oh shit, like they had that whoa, because they finally read something different than what they were reading before or even reading for the first time. And so it's just like, yes, now you understand, now you kind of get an idea of what's going on in this kind of group that you're not a part of, and how you yourself can also like help bring your humanity to the table. And it was just, this is lovely. My favorite chapter, letter, one author, Margaret Atwood. Did I mention this was in 2016? Yes, I did. Did I mention it goes to 2020? Yes, I did. So you can probably guess that we're talking about The Handmaid's Tale and The Testaments, and yeah. It is wonderfully written to think that like, wonderfully written. It is wonderfully written, and to think that it's like written as letters, you're just like, did not expect this to like be so beautiful and kind of like infuriating at the same time. It's got a lot going on. It does have a list of all of the books mentioned in the letters at the back. I know you're wondering, oh man, am I gonna have to keep notes of what books? No, they're all written in the back. She's got a list. She's looking out for us. So yeah, I thought it was wonderful. Like I could never talk to my dad the way she's talking to hers. Let's be very real here. My dad is reading, James Patterson and I forget that guy's name. Dude literature he used to read on his lunch breaks. Like that's the only time. I've literally never seen my dad reading. He used to read at work on his lunch break. So like, but yeah, I think it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It is a little heartbreaking at times to know that she's like talking to her deceased dad, so you're kind of like, oh, baby, I wish you could just like reach out, but I get it. Surprisingly, this does not, unsurprisingly, it does not have a lot of traction on Goodreads. It has 1,538 ratings when I'm recording this, but it does work out to a 4.03. So I think a lot of people are probably feeling the same as me of kind of this like, wow, you're pointing out these things that I didn't really think of when reading before, but that like I still had kind of thought of, but you're just like going way deeper with it, and now I'm just kind of like, yeah, literature is resistance. It absolutely is. And yeah, this found me at the exact perfect time as we rolled closer and closer to 300 days. So it was kind of nice to remember there is humanity out there. But yeah, there is some heartbreaking and some uplifting things in this book, and I'm probably just gonna put my favorite quote into the description. Not say it to you right now because I feel like that's weird for me to just sit here and read you a book. So, who do I recommend for? Anyone who loves reading? I don't really have much beyond that. It is a book about books, so it makes sense that if you are a lover of literature to read this. All right. Anything else for me to say about that? Nope. I loved it. I loved it. I took my time with it. I will give you that. I did not sit down and just like power through. I took my time. I feel like it's one of those books like take a little time, and the chapters are quite long. So I will get, and there's only 5 all tabbed up here. Yeah, it's quite long chapters because they are written as the letters, so like I think it's better to take your time if you are going to read it. And that's it for today, I guess. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you around next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.